Tom Verducci is just an Emmy award-winning machine, but he's too humble to talk about it. Best baseball analyst out there, Fox Sports. Okay, I'm watching that game last night, and I think to myself, they're just not going to get a hit off this guy. I mean, he was just magical. And I do wonder, that big blow-up inning for Houston, I'm like, ooh, does it change the series? So let's start with a no-hitter. Does it mean anything? Does it resonate beyond just last night tonight? Or is Philly now? They couldn't hit anybody. Does it mean something?
Yeah, not going forward. But, listen, talking to Dusty Baker after the game, I'm not sure if you caught that interview. Did you see that smile on his face? Yeah, they tied the series, but these guys know the weight of history and how important that game was when it comes to a historical event. Just on its own, the second no-hitter in World Series history. These guys were pumped up about it, and they should be. I mean, Christian Javier, this was like, here's my fastball, guys. See if you can hit it. And all night, they couldn't.
Yeah.
He threw 97 pitches, Colin. By the way, that's exactly as many as Don Larson threw in 1956. That was a complete game, obviously. 70 fastballs. I mean, I have never seen a World Series game with one pitcher, with one pitch, shutting down a lineup that had been hot. And that's the concern, Colin.
Yeah.
It's now 12 innings without a run for Phillies,
yep.
0 for their last 36. So it's not just about Christian Javier. They've been having troubles with that Houston bullpen.
Okay, let's just ask the question. Is Philly too reliant on the long ball?
I don't think so. I think that's a good thing, Colin. The problem is those arms in that Houston bullpen are just ridiculous. Right. I mean, this whole postseason, they've allowed 4 runs, and they've all been on solo home runs. So it's hard to string hits together against the Houston pen. So they're going to have to get to Justin Verlander early or try to ambush a fastball and hit a home run late in the game because you're just not going to get a rally against the Houston pen.
Justin Verlander, Game 5. So again, 7-8 years ago, I knew what I was getting. He's an older pitcher, a lot of innings, but I do trust him in big spots. What do you think we get, Game 5, Verlander?
I don't know. That's kind of scary, right? It's a legacy game for Justin Verlander. He has the worst ERA in World Series history. 0-6 with a 6.07. That's the only thing missing on this guy's Hall of Fame resume. Great pitcher, but it's weird. There's not a reason for it. He's pitched in the World Series when he was a rookie at 22, 23. He's in the World Series now at 39, so you can't tell me there's a pattern. But it's weird that each time he gets the ball in the World Series anyway, he's not been at his best. Now, in Game 1, he had no breaking ball. One swing and miss on a breaking ball in Game 1. The fewest in 70 starts for Justin. It was weird. He went away from his fastball. So I think what you're going to see tonight, especially based on what we saw from Javier last night, old school Justin Verlander. Here it is, boys. See if you can hit my heater.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's going to find the answer to the slider and curveball that quickly. If he does, great. I mean, he's going to be unhittable. But I think he's going to have to start with the fastball and stay with the fastball.
Yeah. Listen, people bang on Kershaw, but there is something to be said. When you go to the postseason and you get to the 6th, 7th inning, you're facing the best teams, the best lineups, the best hitters. It's hard. Bryce Harper, I think the story's amazing. I remember the cover on Sports Illustrated. He feels so connected to this city and this team. But when you stack stuff up, there's an argument that Houston's the better team. Does Harper literally have to, push the jet fuel button and just carry this team? If he didn't hit well the rest of the series, can they win?
No. I mean, they could, but I think the odds are really against them because he means so much to this team, and he does have a knack for coming through in the big moments, right? Now, what's happening with Houston, this is really fascinating, Colin. In the World Series, the Astros are throwing Bryce Harper 81% fastballs. I mean, nobody throws. He's a great fastball hitter, but their fastballs are so good. They're challenging him up in the zone with fastballs, and he's 1 for 10 against fastballs in the World Series. Yeah. Justin threw him one non-fastball in Game 1, and he got a single on it. That was a slider. So the pattern is pitch him up in the zone with fastballs. He is going to have to adjust, Colin. At this point, I think Bryce has got to understand the Astros are throwing me fastballs. I have to get on top of that pitch. But I do think he's got another moment in him because it's been that kind of a postseason run for Bryce Harper.
All right, Tom Verducci, 4-time Emmy winner, covered baseball for more than 30 years. Fox Sports. We'll be watching, Tom. Thanks. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.